Hey horror fans, thanks for joining me for this review of Snatchers. Interesting name there, but cast and crew information down below as always, and let's see what IMDb has to say the plot is here. After status-obsessed teen Sara has sex for the first time, she wakes up the next day 9 months pregnant with an alien. What? Alright, so yeah, interesting stuff there. Imagine that. We're always worried about getting your girlfriend pregnant, and long and behold, she's pregnant and rapidly goes through birth and has an alien. Sounds like some crazy stuff. So let's see. This one, I don't know how I missed this one. I guess this was a festival film after I kind of did a little bit digging there, and completely missed it. Don't remember hearing much about it. Don't know why. Just kind of happened. So this one is on HBO Max. So this is definitely the first review, both written or video-wise, that I've done for a HBO movie here on their new HBO Max. I think I picked a good one. I don't remember where I saw, or I think I saw it somewhere. Somebody maybe mentioned it on Twitter or something like that, and then I found it on HBO Max, and then therefore I took a look at it, and I'm glad I did. This is a really, really fun movie here, and obviously, as you can see by the setup here, definitely strange, unusual circumstances here, but yeah, basically you have Sara here, and this is not one of those cases where she's the most popular girl in school or anything like that. But she definitely has a guy that she likes, and apparently he went away over the summer, and or I don't remember if it was summer or spring break, but he's been away, and he comes back, and he's changed a little bit, and he's almost in a way ready to move on from her. You're not totally clued on to how long or what kind of relationship they had before, but obviously she's ready to kind of grow up with him, and but he's in a way ready to move on. But before he can do that, she kind of puts on the makeup, makes herself all pretty, and goes over to his house and do what teens do. And obviously, the next day, things go quickly wrong. She's not feeling too well, and she's rapidly going through pregnancy. And she has a friend here, who's lucky that she's a friend, who comes over and tries to give her a hand. Obviously, it's kind of placed on the typical boy-girl thing. The boy is like, I doesn't really want it much to do with it, or what she's going through. Obviously, she's going through it rapidly here, and so she's there left with her friend to kind of deal with this, and goes through some fun sequences there, as she's getting bigger and bigger, and obviously all her friends are out doing other things and having a party in this while she's basically giving birth. It is a little bit, surprising what obviously she gives birth to. She gives birth, goes to a clinic, and to get some help. And we've seen some different kinds of birthing scenes in horror movies, and this is obviously one that obviously doesn't go well. There's another one that wasn't really a birthing scene, but I guess was a scene in a doctor's office where he had to look down there, and I'm talking about Teeth, if you've seen Teeth, and that didn't really go well for him, and not going to go well for this doctor either. as basically an alien comes shooting out of her, and isn't the only one. There's another one, and basically there's two different aliens here, and they kind of get split up, and obviously want to reunite eventually at some point in this movie. But the alien, as far as the alien in this movie, is really interesting because you can almost think of it as going back to the Invasion of the Body Snatchers or a movie like that. This alien kind of jumps on a person's back and basically uses them to get around and go from place to place, and obviously gives that person a little bit of a boost there, a little bit of extra power, a little bit of extra strength to carry out what it's doing. So he does kill some people and just leaves them dead, and then does kill other people to basically move around and kind of use it as their host. And it is a freaky looking little alien that's on the back. So they did a good job. I didn't do any digging into this, so I don't know all this, the story and how much of the special effects they went into there. But I thought overall they did a good job. The aliens look pretty freaky on the people's backs and carry on. You get plenty of good looks at it. Then let's see. Then obviously you got an alien on the loose where you end up in a police station. So there's a terrific scene in a police station, all kinds of chaos. Obviously the alien is looking for her. She kind of escapes. The alien wants to go back to get the other alien that's still in her. And there's a huge scene where all kinds of cops are just getting killed, and it's a fun scene, a great massacre scene here, and some fun stuff. You kind of see a couple other people that come to help the girl on the girl's side, and but basically in the end, it is mostly just her and her friend that are fighting this, and so it kind of goes through. I don't want to say too much more. Don't want to spoil it since I'm probably guessing a lot of people haven't seen this, and it's obviously a newer film. But obviously, she takes it upon herself to have to get rid of the alien, and she gave birth to it. As they say, your mother gives birth to you, and she can take you out, and that's basically what she has to do here. I mean, obviously the alien wants her as well, but it's a lot of fun and going back and forth here. Obviously, they find out that it wasn't her fault. It was kind of the boyfriend's fault, and something he had done when he was on vacation. So you get to find out exactly where this alien comes from and what happened there, and a lot of humor. Obviously, if you sometimes now that I'm older now, sometimes I look at some of these movies that are around teens and whatever, and I'm like, they don't interest me, and gets too much into the teen drama and whatever. That kind of turns me off. Or maybe when I was younger, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, I'm a teen too, or I'm still close enough to that age where I can kind of relate, and I can get along with the movie easier. So this does have some teen drama in it. Obviously, there's some girls that don't like her. She doesn't get along with it. Even her friend there's some drama between her friend, and they used to be closer, now they're not closer anymore, and that kind of thing. So you do have a little bit of that mixed into the story, but I don't think it took away from it too much. It did give some opportunities for some funny lines in it. This is a horror comedy, so I did think it was funny, but there's obviously plenty of blood and guts spilled here. The alien just wipes out a ton of people and does plenty of damage in this movie. And obviously you have a fun ending scene here to when they tried to get rid of the alien once and for all. So this is a horror comedy, but a really fun one. I'm really surprised that I missed this one whenever it came out originally. But I totally recommend it if you have HBO Max. Check this out, or I don't know if it's available anywhere else. But if you haven't seen this one, and you're looking for a fun horror comedy that kind of involves an alien and pregnancy and teens, definitely check this one out. I'm gonna give this one. I think I'm gonna give it 3. Should I give it 3 or 3.5? What do you guys think? I don't know. I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it 3.5. Why not? I thought it was really funny, really enjoyable. Get over the teen drama kind of thing. But it had plenty of blood and guts, which you guys know that I like and I'm always looking for. And I thought that the creatures and how they use them and so forth was really neat, and they did a really good job. So yeah, why not? 3.5 pools of blood, and definitely add this one to a highly recommended list here. So I'm glad my first HBO Max review has gone well. If anybody else out there who's kind of wondering about HBO Max, I guess one of the things that kind of turned me off is that it had a lot of movies that I'd already seen on it. It had like the whole Nightmare on Elm Street franchise on there, and lots of franchises that you've already seen. So if you kind of want to go back and haven't seen one in a while, that was the place to do it. But if you're looking for kind of new stuff, or stuff that's been out in the last couple of years, that you may have missed, it really didn't seem like the place to be. So hopefully they add some more of that kind of stuff. It's probably kind of hard because lots of stuff either ends up on Amazon or Netflix, where I do see a lot of these other movies that I've missed, which is why I was kind of surprised that this was on there, but obviously worth seeing. So haven't gone back to check in the last couple of weeks what they've had on HBO Max, but hopefully they've added some more new stuff, or again, stuff in the last couple of years, to see fresh, as opposed to some of the older stuff that they have on there and that lots of horror fans have already seen millions of times. So with that, again, that's the review of Snatchers and a brief review of HBO Max. So 3.5 pools of blood for this. And as always, horrorlsgoryreviews.blogspot.com has all my reviews, video and written. Subscribe to the channel if you're just interested in video reviews. Written reviews might have some newer stuff and more recent, even though this is a recent one. And comment section down below if you've seen the movie, you want to comment on it, comment about anything else. Also down below you'll find my Twitter, Facebook. Reach out to me if you want to talk about this movie, horror, or anything you want to talk about. You have something you want me to review, you can take a look at that as well. And if you want to reach out to me to find an email address to do that as well, and you can reach out to me on social media. So with that, good thing that teen pregnancy kind of thing didn't happen to me, because this was a definite horror story. That's definitely a horror story enough alone, but then going through pregnancy that quickly and then giving birth to an alien, that's some bad stuff there. But it was a fun movie, and hopefully you guys check it out. So with that, I'll move on to the next review, and I will catch you later, horror fans.